Hello, welcome to the Pog Cup 2023.
Hello. It's fifth day in a row when we're streaming, if I'm not mistaken, around this Easter time. Today is the day when we finish up the round of 32 match. This will be played between Scamper and TILLBAKS. And those two players played recently in the CTP DAS Winter 2023 edition. Adam, can you remind us what was the result of this match?
Yes, TILLBAKS won it 4-2 after defeating Merck in the decider in the previous round.
So
Very strong
TILLBAKS,
performance by him that day. Scamper very disappointed back then, really looking for a rematch today, surely.
yeah, this was the day, one of the best days in TILLBAKS tournament play, to say the least. Beating Merck and Scamper back to back was definitely something he was very happy with. And today is time for a match for Scamper, or maybe time for TILLBAKS to prove that it wasn't only a good day for him, that he is playing so well that he can beat Scamper once again. We will see how it develops. And when we take a look on the bracket, we will see who will be their potential opponent in the next round.
That is Tim.
Teams. So we have a possibility for a British matchup. We have already a Polish matchup between Michu and Gidać. Today we will have a Dutch matchup between Sidnev and Jepper. And if I'm not mistaken, this might be only the third match between those two players from the same country, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, very international player base in this tournament. Still some potential next ones, especially Merck versus Hazuli, quarterfinal.
Yeah, Merck Hazuli for quarterfinal, and there is also a slight possibility for a German matchup in the finals between Mark Schnecke and another Mark. So there are some combinations possible. We have, and that's all as far as the possibilities. No, we can also have a British semi-final, if I'm not mistaken. Scamper team versus SV is also in the book. So yeah, there are a few matches possible, but yeah, how it develops, we will see. And yeah, the 12 UTC is 1 minute, so it's time to start the match. We see both players are warming up, so let's ask them if they want to play in the same piece set. And we have Tegamech in the chat. Welcome, Jesper. Thank you for joining.
Tega, Sweden sucks.
Yeah, this is your quote, so I let you do this. Scamper, TILLBAKS. Do we play same piece sets for the match?
Scamper seat 24 qualified with qualifying score 579,000. TILLBAKS seat 25 super closely matched within the seats. Was qualified with qualifying score of 574,000. Had to play one match already in the round of 40, where he defeated F1 champion 5-1. Now facing Scamper. Yes, so sorry, 5-2. Scamper, the choker who chokes everything and can't play 19, but still wants to win today.
Oh, and there is a team. There is Tim in the chat. Tim, it's a very interesting match for you because the winner will play you in the round of 24. So keep watching so that you know what to expect in the next round.
Yes, that means no same seat for this match. Time has come. As soon as you are done with your warm-ups, we can start the match.
And just to remind you guys, best of 9, level 18 only. And yeah, Paul does pure skill, pure Tetris. We hope to see another interesting match. Yesterday we had a classic Hazuli versus Rocco. which finished in a dramatic way. Rocco with the best dig of the tournament so far, but this wasn't enough to beat Hezuli. So Hezuli won, but yeah, this match was very intense. So we're hoping for another intense match also today. Yeah, we're waiting for the readiness from the players. As soon as they're ready, we start the countdown for game number 1. The team, you said you missed too many of those matches. Don't worry, every single one of them will be is either on Twitch as long as the videos are available, or will be put then as a YouTube video, and the links will be published in in our Discord. So if you haven't watched them but want to watch them, you will have the possibility to watch every single one of them. Okay, the players are still warming up. Don't want to go ready. Okay, TILLBAKS is finally ready. So we are waiting for the readiness from Scamper's side. Scamper is playing those column 10, 12, column 10 well on Pal 19. Pretty interesting approach.
TILLBAKS is ready. I'm only waiting for Scamper.
And he left his chair, so let's wait a little bit.
The chair stream we have.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the chair doesn't choke at least.
Who knows? Who knows?
Scamper says good luck, have fun, and he's ready, so we can start the match in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Yes, guys, good luck, have fun, and we would like to see some high-scoring games from your side. And both players are in, so the first game started, and let's see how the random seed plays for them both. Okay, both players without a Tetris. Pretty unfortunate series of pieces for both of them, even if playing on different seats. But finally, after 10-11 lines, they have their first Tetrises on their boards, and they have also their boards under control. So 55 for Scamper, 51 for TILLBAKS. This is the first score update of the match.
TILLBAKS with a series of not too good placements which start with a miss drop. Now kind of slight miss drops another piece, and the board is getting pretty complicated. Still nothing that would kill him, but oh no, with this another slight miss drop for TILLBAKS. He's going to top out. Scamper takes the first game. A series of very bad dash issues for TILLBAKS causes the top out, so Scamper takes the first game. TILLBAKS dash is not there yet.
Yeah, let's hope he warms up very quickly. I'm not sure what's the main style of TILLBAKS. If TILLBAKS, if you can answer, if that is your main style. Ah, you're normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
NTSC.
Okay. Okay.
That's wrong,
That
isn't it?
Yeah, that explains everything.
TILLBAKS is ready. And Scamper is ready. So we can start the second game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Scamper starts with a missed spin tag.
And meanwhile, TILLBAKS is ready for a Tetris. Hits the spin, which is nice. And now it's waiting for a long bar, which does not want to come. Okay, and Scamper with a Tetris. TILLBAKS reopens the well and gets a long bar and gets a Tetris finally. The same score, 36,100 points for both players. And another Tetris for TILLBAKS. Meanwhile, Scamper with 81k, so around 1 Tetris lead at the moment. And another Tetris for TILLBAKS. They are like this 20,000 points apart from each other. So the early 1 Tetris lead for the British player. Scamper will build one of the bottom, gets a Tetris and has a perfect chance to transition to normal well. Meanwhile, Scamper with some small holes in his stack that will slow him down for a moment. So there is a great chance for TILLBAKS to even up the score, and he's done it and already takes the lead about 1 Tetris. So TILLBAKS took this small chance and went very efficient. Now Scamper was for a moment column 8 ready, now is ready, takes the Tetris, 165 for Scamper, 188 for TILLBAKS.
TILLBAKS is playing this game very safely. Very nicely
Yeah, but
done. Maintains a lead of 2 Tetrises now. It pays off.
Oh, and the small misdrop wouldn't be anything fatal, but no, when you have such an even matchup, those small details may decide the final outcome. So you have to be very careful with your placement. And team says that the Swedish player is stacking nicely. $258 for TILLBAKS, $220 for Scamper, and TILLBAKS is now Tetris ready. Scamper has some minor issues with the stack. Should be fine, but you know, being safe is one thing, but then the efficiency is also the second factor, which has to be taken into consideration. And Scamper finally opens it up and is like about 70k behind in the moment, but is also like 5 lines behind. But Scamper's board is not looking great right now. TILLBAKS as well.
Now with 256 at 88 lines, TILLBAKS with 320 at 97 lines. So definitely a significant advantage for TILLBAKS now of about 3 Tetrises. With this number he will bring his well back to the right, also a slight bottom advantage. Scamper gets the Tetris, now he's about 2 Tetrises behind, a bit less than 2 Tetrises behind, with even lines. And TILLBAKS is waiting for the Tetris. In all probability it looks like Scamper is going to need some night team play in this game if nothing very bad happens to TILLBAKS.
And TILLBAKS is going very efficiently right now.
Scamper as well.
Mm-hmm.
Still about 2, now a bit over 2 Tetris lead for TILLBAKS, getting yet another Tetris. Now 60 20,000 lead for TILLBAKS.
And TILLBAKS board is looking very nicely right now. So he's approaching transition without big problems. Scamper scores the Tetris, but Scamper's left side requires some work. And he's doing it. 403 for Scamper. TILLBAKS 463. TILLBAKS will transition with another Tetris. The same for Scamper. And TILLBAKS transition with 487. Let's see how far he can go. Oh, okay, he opens it and scores kill screen Tetris. 514 for TILLBAKS. Scamper is with 406. Transition with 432. TILLBAKS is going to top out with 515,700. 516 Scamper is the score for you. 516 is the score to take the game.
It's chased, a big chase still to be done, about 80,000 points from now. It's managing very well as for now. It's not impossible by any means. 516 is the score to get, so from now about 70,000 points. Each triple like this one is going to help massively, and yet another triple. Now deficit is reduced to less than 60,000. There are some imperfections on the board, but Scamper is handling it all very, very nicely. Getting yet another single. And the very nice lumbar. Now this right is gonna be tricky. He's forced to set up for a Tetris, and he's not getting the lumbar. That is gonna be very, very dangerous, and that's gonna be it for Scamper. TILLBAKS takes the game.
467, 800 wasn't enough. And we are 1-1 after 2 matches, but Scamper tried to do as well as he could, but was forced to the right well, didn't get long bar on time, and that was game over for him.
It was actually quite unfortunate for Scamper. Didn't mean to set up for the right well.
Yeah, but was forced by the pieces.
Yes.
Oh, there is Gunther in the chat. Hello Gunther, welcome.
Hello.
Having a kebab, watching some lolpog. nice combination, Gunther. Yeah, definitely Scamper showed that he is capable of playing on level 19. I wouldn't call it a choke. This last game was pretty unfortunate for him. So yeah, there is a message for TILLBAKS that almost non-lead can be safe for him. So yeah, let's see how the Swedish player approaches the next game.
I'm pretty sure Scamper is doing the hard 3 thing. So let's start the game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Yeah. Game number 3. 1-1, Scamper, TILLBAKS after 2 games. And there's Tetris for TILLBAKS. Scamper without a Tetris and has a lot of work in front of him.
That didn't go to the left. That is gonna make things very, very difficult. It's a critical situation now. Needs something to the left. Right now, gets eventually against the L. That is gonna help. Most likely he will survive it. But still, something to the left needed. Gets the pieces, but just one by one. It's not getting lower. Finally, he opens the right up. Still needs something to fill all these holes. Gets it. Scamper will survive it. What was a survival? Very nicely played.
Yeah. Very impressive, Scamper, that you kept your nerves under control and brought the stack down. But meanwhile, that gave a chance for TILLBAKS to build an early lead. Scamper with this Tetris has 53,000 points. TILLBAKS with 87. TILLBAKS is Tetris ready, waiting for another long bar. Gets the long bar, 109 for TILLBAKS. So there's about a 55k lead for the Swedish player. With this Tetris is still reduced by 22,000. but they're exchanging Tetrises right now, and we see current stand at 98 for Scamper and 133 for TILLBAKS. And another Tetris for TILLBAKS, 157. So there's about 1-2 Tetrises lead, depending when a player gets a long bar. There is a part of the game where they are both playing pretty efficiently.
TILLBAKS seems to be constantly getting much better paces on 18 than Scamper, both in the previous and this game. Scamper needs to do something about that, because it's not a mystery. You won't be able to make up for like 3-4 Tetris leads at the transition every single time, when most of the times most likely. It's still doable for him, but it's not a situation you want to be at. It's now TILLBAKS.
Oh, but TILLBAKS with a little bit of problems should be fine.
Lost Das yet again. He lost that. This J was not to go to the left by any means. I don't think there's anything he can do. TILLBAKS stops out Scamper. In order to take the game, you need to get to 257,000 points. 257,000 points.
And with this Tetris, he requires 5,000 points more, so a triple will do it. But he gets a Tetris and gets a game, and Scamper is leading 2-1. After a very, very dangerous dig, was able to stay in the game, and and Scamper leads 2-1.
Hello.
Hello, Medros. Welcome in the chat. Yeah, I totally agree that survival got him the game. Okay, so Scamper is showing his chair once again, waiting for the readiness from both players.
So far, the chair strategy is working out for him very well.
I hope he's fine.
And he's ready, so we can start the game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Yeah, this survivor from Scamper's side last game was very impressive. Yesterday we had also very nice survival from Roku's side. You can watch the clip, it's linked on our Discord server in the general.
And if you're not on the Discord, here is the link to the Discord. TILLBAKS is starting with 3 Tetrises in a row.
Yep, but now he will be slowed down for a moment. Okay, this time Scamper is starting more efficiently. No early leads for TILLBAKS. They are very neck and neck. TILLBAKS with the questionable J placement will require some dig. Shouldn't be anything major, but as we said earlier, the efficiency is also a crucial factor, especially when we are this deep in the tournament, where the level of players is very, very high and very equal. So yeah, sometimes surviving won't be enough. 151 for Scamper, meanwhile. 112 for TILLBAKS. And yeah, this is about 2 Tetrises lead for the British player right now. And both placing the pieces that they leave some holes on their stacks. It will require additional digging.
Scamper in a way better situation though. TILLBAKS turn can take very long or very short depending on what pieces he gets. Looks like he'll be forced into this dirty, very dirty center wall. He sets it up and gets the Lomba eventually. Very nicely played. Now he's about 3/4 of the Tetris behind. Scamper gets yet another Tetris. TILLBAKS gets the Tetris. Now, after all this digging, Scamper is about 1.5 Tetris behind and we are even in lines.
Scamper is ahead.
Yes, sorry, Scamper is ahead.
Okay, and
TILLBAKS in a lot of
needs a
trouble
long
now.
bar.
To fix it, gets the Lomba eventually. That was yet another very dangerous situation for TILLBAKS. Managed to get things under control eventually, but now 3 Tetris behind due to that, and Scamper with this Tetris almost 100,000 points ahead. Scamper is dominating this game so far. Doesn't seem to be stopping by any means.
But as TILLBAKS is finally clean, his board is under control, scores Tetrises. Scamper is also Tetris ready, gets a Tetris. 348 for Scamper, 274 for TILLBAKS. So Scamper with a very comfortable lead right now. And TILLBAKS with a finish tower in the middle of his board.
It's getting only higher. Now that's disastrous board. What is he going to do with that? Yet another side base drop. TILLBAKS is getting a lot of them today.
Yeah, but this was very lucky for him. He somehow was able to adjust the falling pieces so that they were not killing him. And
Scamper is in trouble as well. Gets this to bring it down. Now with this triple, he'll be safe again, but there's actually a chance for TILLBAKS to catch up. The lead is perfectly clean, but on the left, well. Scamper 390 at 111 lines, TILLBAKS 356 at 112 lines. So still advantage Scamper, and now Scamper is the one with the better board. So it really looks like TILLBAKS is going to need some 19 play in order to take this game if nothing bad happens to Scamper, but Scamper is gotten heavily drotted. Finally gets the lumbar.
424 for Scamper, 363 for TILLBAKS. Scamper is also 4 lines ahead.
TILLBAKS now mathematically needs 19 play to take this game. It looks like Scamper is going to go for this last Tetris. He's set up for it and gets it. Scamper transitions with 471. TILLBAKS transitions with this Tetris with 412. So at the transition, TILLBAKS is about 60,000 points behind. And it looks like both players will survive the transition. But now Scamper's board falls apart entirely. Scamper tops out TILLBAKS. In order to take this game, you need to get to 477,000 points. 477,000 points is the score to get, but with this board, it's not gonna be possible. Scamper takes the game.
Oh, it was a tough game for both of them, but Scamper scored those 50k more and leads 3-1. No easy wins, guys. If you wanna win, you have to prove it. Yeah, so 4 games in, Scamper with 2 games advantage. And TILLBAKS is writing that he's slowly getting used to PAL again, so it might be a bad news for Scamper. Let's see how it develops. TILLBAKS, the match is not over. You still have your chances, but yeah, from the match perspective, it would be nice if you win it, because 4-1 for Scamper would be difficult to overcome. Only one player in this tournament was able to come back from this score, Gunther versus Ruchak. Ruchak was leading 4-1 and Gunther won the match, but Gunther was the only person
Both
who
is ready.
did it.
Next game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Yeah, very important game in terms of a match.
I'm sure Scamper is delighted by the score. Leading 3-1 after 4 games is something you'd always take against basically everyone, no matter who you play. Very comfortable lead as for now.
And Scamper is waiting for a long bar, had to close the well for a moment.
It's yet another very high start for Scamper. In the third game he starts with a bit of burning to do some aggressive play or like unfortunate pieces, but TILLBAKS now this left is not looking too good. Guess number, that's gonna be fine now.
Yeah, but now Stack is oh, hello RVP, welcome in the chat. Yeah, RVP, this is your part of the bracket. The winner of this match faces team in the next round, and then the winner of the next match will be your potential opponents. So yeah, take some notes, check what your potential opponents are doing, because this is your part of the bracket, as I said.
Scamper now with a pure 1 Tetris lead. It's about 30 lines. Looks like TILLBAKS is getting kind of rotted, finally gets one bar. But this made Scamper able to increase the lead to 2 Tetrises now.
Yeah, and TILLBAKS scores another Tetris. TILLBAKS looking for a solution how to prepare for Tetris readiness, but is Tetris ready? And waits for a long bar. Meanwhile, Scamper took his Tetris. TILLBAKS closed the well for a moment, waits for another long bar, but yeah, the long bar comes when he closed the well. Classic thing in a classic Tetris. But yeah, he's still Tetris ready, gets another long bar, gets a Tetris. 163 for Scamper, one more Tetris for Scamper, for TILLBAKS, sorry, and also for Scamper. 247 for Scamper and 186 for TILLBAKS. They exchanged those Tetrises, so about more or less 2 Tetrises late for Scamper at the moment. If Adam wins, you will play him. So yeah, that's not guaranteed that you play Adam. I'm answering the question from
Scamper is maintaining about 3 Tetris lead, but now TILLBAKS is the one with the better board. Already gets 1 Tetris to reduce the lead to 2. Scamper now with the dirty setup at the 9th column. Works out pretty nicely at the end.
Yeah.
Scamper still maintains that 2 Tetris lead.
Yeah, but what's most important for TILLBAKS is that he's clean and he can go for the efficiency. Both players with no major issues with the stacks. So both players are then waiting for the generous RNG for those long bars to convert them into Tetrises. 396 for Scamper, 354 for TILLBAKS. So about 2 Tetrises, now about 1 Tetris lead. But Scamper takes another Tetris with a long bar, so yeah, they are exchanging it between each other, so there's about 1 or 2 Tetrises lead, depending who gets the long bar when. But after 107 lines, each Scamper had about 2 Tetrises advantage. So they are going very efficiently in the second part of this game.
Scamper is
now
with a very nice tournament pace in itself, and TILLBAKS with this misdrop on the left, that is going to be very complicated. Scamper also very high on the board, needs something to burn and is not getting anything, finally gets the double. It really looks like it will be very troublesome for TILLBAKS to both get out of it and then chase down the score. Just cleaning it all before the transition is not that obvious. Scamper red with 500k. TILLBAKS transitions and misdrops immediately. I don't think there's anything he can do. TILLBAKS will top out. Scamper takes the game.
463, 720 for TILLBAKS. And Scamper on a match point. 523, 440. GG's. Both players fought well, but Scamper scored more points. And as we said, leads 4-1 and is on the match point. So TILLBAKS, if he wants to stay in the tournament, needs to win all 4 games in a row. Difficult task in front of the Swedish player, but as we said, one player was able to do it in this tournament. Gunther was able to come back from the 1-4 deficit. So let's see how it develops. But it looks like Scamper is feeling the game good today, and it looks like TILLBAKS is still a little bit struggling with those pal timings, but I might be wrong. Maybe TILLBAKS proves me wrong and wins all the remaining 4 games. Let's see. Okay, hover free for Scamper, so he's ready, waiting for the readiness from TILLBAKS side.
It's there, so we can start the game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Oh, and TILLBAKS with a nice spin. Waiting for a long bar. Isn't he going too crazy? Okay, he got the perfect pieces, scores a Tetris. Meanwhile, Scamper also with a Tetris on his side. Another Tetris for TILLBAKS.